How's it? How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Y, the channel. Gotta be quick. Aloha everyone, it's Wednesday, October 15th. And it's Wednesday, which means Postmaster for me. And I have to do a speech. And then there's so much stuff going on, little blog, little news, so much stuff going on, I'm like,
by no means
not that prepared. Well, I did take notes, because I'm going to do the speech on the origins of Halloween, and you might have known some of this, I don't know, a lot of it. The Portal, and we got the Ghost Tube, yes, Portal, yes, okay. The main, I think, one is the pagan, as in ancient Rome, Lemuria, and they had it in May 13th or something, Lemuria, which is kind of honoring the dead so they don't pester you. They put milk on the graves and little cakes, little biscuits or whatever. And these ghosts, which they called larvae, would come and try to attach to people. That's creepy. And it was in May 13th, and since everyone's like honoring the dead so much that when the Christian Roman Catholic Church started coming around wanting to take over, usurp the pagan holidays, they turned this a thing of the dead. It's kind of an obsession to honor the dead. They turned it into All Saints Day. Well, first it was the Saint Martyrs Saints, and then all the saints, all the dead holy Christians. And then when they found the other pagan holiday, Samhain, that looks different how it's said, and the 31st, that in between the equinox and the solstice, is halfway point, Samhain. And when they found that one, 31st, they moved May 13th to November 1st. So All Hallows Day and All Hallows Eve. That's the main thing. The rest of it's all these bunky traditions. There, I gave my speech, a little practice run. Little blog, little news. The birds were a bit back, so I'm like squirting them again. Brothers and sisters here, and relative nieces, and they're just like doing a bunch of stuff. We're having like these little dinners, and so I'm kind of get to tag along, but it's also kind of, oh my gosh, and now news of the world. They're releasing the peace hostages, except they're not releasing the deceased, the dead ones. So Israel wants to limit the aid going in there. So they're already going into conflicting things in their ceasefire. They didn't even unarm the Hamas, so that's a problem. And then in the U.S., there's the Supreme Court has stepped in, SCOTUS. And since 1965, after the race riot stuff kind of thing, and they had civil rights. It's like acts in Congress for civil rights. So one of them was a voting act, so you could vote without being impaired because of the race, creed, and all that. Race, creed, color kind of. Well, they're trying to undermine it. They're trying to chip it away. I mean, it's the midterm election. You're going to try it on all fronts to influence the midterm election. And this is an influence of the midterm election. Because if you kind of get it, I don't know what exactly they're doing, but it's based on race. And they're taking it. You could do that, but only to a degree kind of thing. I don't know. Okay, so with all that, it's time to run off to the Hawaiian news. Let's go quickly with Hawaiian news. The nurses are on strike. Their bargaining is pretty good. They say, but the nurses are like, no, it's not good enough. And instead, the strike has begun. They're going to increase the bus fare because that's just how things are being done. And these guys are football rainbow warriors and the coaches, and I don't know what that's about. They're coaches. Yay. And this is an interesting picture. I'm falling from the sky. Catch me. Cougar's running back.
Am I dead?
Dove. Am I dead? No. No one's dead. There's no such thing as ghosts. We were talking about that. There is no such thing. Back in the day. When you want to relax in 1960, you just like go off to the giant machine furnace and turn some of those dials and poke it with a big iron rod. Yeah, I feel better now. Workers use a torch to light the Hawaiian Cement Corporation's 240-foot long kiln for the first time as shakedown operations continue at the plant. Light them up. We gotta have some of this, whatever it is, cement. We gotta cook up some cement.
He is touching you.
Yeah, rat room lung disease. Oh yeah, we're having there's rat worm with rat lung. Jesus. There's bird flu if you look in the little ticker thingy. Oh, that little ticker thingy. Oh, the farmers. Oh, the soybean. So how my China trade strategy working? U.S. farmers, they just got devastated. The soybean farmers in America are tanking, and Trump's giving $20 billion to soybean farmers in Argentina who are selling their stuff to China. In case you didn't know that one.
Benjamin, I can hear you.
Benjamin? Shut up, Benjamin. I can hear you. Keep it down, Benjamin. Keep it down. I guess we do one of these, huh? I don't know, there's a couple of, there's one of, okay, this one, Trump.
Administration is failing nation. Its people.
Donald Trump swore in public oath twice.
Why did you come?
At his inaugurations to uphold and defend the U.S. Constitution, yet he shows no knowledge of or respect for it. The majority of Supreme Court is shirking its duty to uphold the rule of law.
Not feeling well.
Okay, immigration and custom enforcement arrest people without clear proof of crimes, and Trump is accusing judges who stood up to him of dubious crimes, yet he himself is a convicted felon. His costly, disorganized tariffs ignore basic common sense. Before you raise prices on imports for everyone, you should build up the capacity of the U.S. industries to replace those products. You can't just order other countries around like a dog. His gangster regime has been laying off thousands of needed workers without cause and punishing anyone who dares alcohol to speak up. And the right-wing plan, Project 2025, wants to eliminate elections and militarize local governments. David Chappelle Kaneohe. Thank you, David, for sending in that letter. I agree, but I want to see this letter over here. Check out this one.
On reincarnation in Native Hawaiian issues.
Surveys suggest that nearly 1/3 of the world's population believes in reincarnation. My understanding of reincarnation,
I don't understand.
yeah, that's his understanding, that's why, is that we don't necessarily come back in the same race or nationality of the past life. In fact, if we have been hateful towards another group, our karma might be to come back in that race or ethnic group so that we can then experience what we were supposed to be in the prior life and progress from there. If true, what a paradox that would be relative to both reparations and the Kamehameha School's admissions policy. Michael Bowles. Kailua. Oh, thank you, Michael. Oh, thank you for bringing that. Oh, letter to the editor. I mean, it was like kind of like, what? Reincarnation? Ooh. We used to talk about that as a kid, right? And then at the very end, you're saying, what a paradox it would be for Kamehameha Schools admissions board. Because Kamehameha Schools, private school, you have to be somewhat part Hawaiian, some percentage in order to get in. And so it's like, oh, it's all race-based. It's like, it's private school, you can do what the hell they want. But this whole thing about karma, and reincarnation, you could come back as that guy. You be back to that guy. Now you come back in your next life like that guy. Karma. Because I sort of I looked into the thing as we're looking at paranormal afterlife. I technically don't believe. Well, I think it could exist in a sense. Reincarnation. I'm thinking it's not that it doesn't exist, but if you go the Jesus Christ way and you get forgiven, it's like you're either heaven, hell, or purgatory. Boom. Die. There's a waiting period. Judgment Day. I'm gonna go with all that. So I'm not saying what anyone else can believe. They can do whatever you want. Believe what you want. But I'm just like, it's like you get forgiven in purgatory, awaiting heaven, or it's like if you're that bad, it's straight hell's a one-way ticket. You don't come back and get a chance. Oh, see what shoes on the other foot now. You feel better. Now you come back again, trying to get it right. So it's like, I don't think it goes that way, personally. But Hawaii got a lot of Asian, and there's a lot of Buddha, and Buddha has reincarnation. I don't know, people can't handle the rules in Christianity, and all of a sudden they're a Buddhist. I don't like Christianity. It tells me what to do. I'm a Buddhist. Right. Lifelong stuff, and all of a sudden you change over the weekend. Okay, that's enough. Don't be too long. Okay, have a good one. Oh, gotta go. Bye. Aloha to you. Oh,
press the right button. The darkest stormy night. Well, aloha to you. Be safe. Be safe.